John Gallagher! Come on! Oh, we got speakers, we got lights, we got amps and we got mics. Cool jam sessions, open mics. Sometimes they don't sound quite right. All this gear is very old as Noah. I've been told the best live music in this town. Sometimes this stuff lets us down. Oh, what fun we'd have if this equipment weren't so bad. What a different sound if we could spend £10,000. Think what we could do with a little help from you. Live music would resound if we could win enough to buy some brand new kit. Promise we'd look after it, and whilst the Brook would be its home, we'd let others use it on free loan. Brand new amp and tambourine, speakers shiny new and clean, drum kit, bass and lead guitar. Our budget just won't go that far. Oh, what fun we'd have if this equipment weren't so bad. What a different sound if we could spend £10,000. Think what we could do with a little help from you. If we're lucky in our bid, I'd give these guys a couple of quid. Oh, what fun we have.
John.
Couple of quid. Couple of quid?
We need some more than that.
Fiver? £2.
No, we're not doing that. No way. No, we're off. Cheers, John.
Boys. 20 quid and a pint of beer? Orange juice?
Hi, I'm John. Welcome to the Brook Inn at Plimpton St Maurice. Apologies for the bald head. I've just had it shaved for charity. I ended up, by hook or by crook, working for the BBC, and I spent 22 years as producer, presenter. And I built up a bit of a reputation, I suppose, locally on the BBC as being somebody who was an ambassador for local music. I've won a couple of awards for it as well, the South West Music Awards. I was Best FM DJ in 2012 and 2013, I think. I walked through the door. It was cold, it was drab, there were 3 people in here, but it had this amazing space that you can see behind me here, which said to me, stage. It's a music venue, and that's basically how I ended up here. And we took it on when it was doing very little trade. Plimpton has a population of 30,000. Probably most of them avoided the place because it had a reputation. And we've turned it around, I think. It's taken 2 years, it's been hard work. It's been a huge challenge. We lost money in the first year, that was built into the plan. We lost less money in the second year, and I'm hoping in the third year we're going to reverse that and actually make some as well. Because it's so big, my aim has been to make it the sort of hub of the community. So it's used for all sorts of different things, and it's probably the only pub in the area that can do this. We have line dancing on a Monday night, we have Tai Chi lessons on a Wednesday afternoon, we have French conversational classes, we have guitar lessons, we have Morris dancing. There's so many different parts. It's an open plan pub. Either Friday nights or Saturday nights we have live music once a week. And that draws in a great crowd now, not just from Plimpton, but from Plymouth and from the surrounding areas too. In terms of other pubs in the area, there's only one close by, which is a very small drinking pub. And then you have to go about half a mile up to the centre of Plimpton before you find other pubs that do music. Plymouth is losing music venues hand over fist. There are 2 that have closed down in the last couple of months. And it needs venues. It needs venues that aren't just places where people can go and do an open mic. It needs places where people can come and support each other. I've got a chap who works for me behind the bar, Aaron, who is a sound engineer by trade, who works for me and calls in favours from local theatres that he works in. So we occasionally borrow equipment from elsewhere. But the stuff we've got is so unreliable. The musician showcase, or songwriters showcase as we call it, is in its real infancy at the moment. But we want to build it, we really want to build it up. And the idea is, they'll come in, we bill it as a safe place to debut new songs, a conversational piece where we sit around on a table and your peers will say to you, that was good, but why did you do it in a minor key when you could have done it in a major key? Why did you rhyme this? Or somebody will say, I've got this new song and I've got the chorus, but I can't think of a verse to start it, or vice versa. And it's like a workshop, if you like. But the way I'd like it to grow is to be able to invite people down so that we can do Q&A. You know, in the spotlight this week, we've got a music producer, or we've got somebody from the local radio station, from BBC introducing. We've got somebody who'll tell you what to do how you put a CD together, what you want to do in terms of levels, how you label it. I love it now when somebody comes in, you get a 90-year-old lady come in for lunch and she'll say, oh, I like this, who's this? This isn't that Daniel O'Donnell, is it? And I'll say, no, that's Russell Sinclair from down the road. And it's great, you know, that's what this pub is all about. Food, music, atmosphere. The way I like to see touring artists work is to have a local artist as a support act, so the locals don't feel as though they're being pushed out at all. I want it to look much more like a performance area, and that would work both for our live music, for our open mic nights, and also for these songwriter showcases, because we can then set up videos where they can watch themselves back, they can see what they're doing, they can look at their stage presence. There's a heck of a lot of local singers who can sing magnificently, but they can't fill that space in between each song when they're on a microphone, when they've got 150 people out front watching them. So things like learning how they look on stage, all those sort of things, and we need an area that is dedicated to that, really. £10,000 will absolutely transform this place. At basically the pull of a curtain can then become a stage area. We've got the lighting in. We need speakers that are in place, an amplifier. We need a desk area that is actually a sound booth where you can actually monitor what you're listening to. We just need to be a bit more professional with it so that we can encourage more people to use it and offer that sort of educational role as well. The Brook Inn is a huge beast. It's a huge beast to maintain. I want people to be talking about it, saying, we went down the Brook and we saw this amazing local performer the other day, or we went to see Jamie Lawson perform at the Brook last week, and he had this great local chap from St Budo on with him. I want them to be talking about us as a music venue and a food venue, basically.